Welcome to Kick 'Em in the Head, a podcast that takes an inside look at the world of mixed martial arts, featuring interviews with some of the top fighters from South Africa and around the world, with a focus on the EFC and UFC promotions. I'm your host, Yaw. Join us as we delve deep into the techniques, strategies, and mindsets of these world-class athletes, learning from their experiences and gaining insights into what it takes to succeed in the toughest sport on earth.
Welcome, Valhalla MMA Gym, to Kick 'Em in the Head podcast. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you, appreciate it.
So, we just met you here at the Versus Grappling Tournament in Pretoria, and your fighters were phenomenal. They won across the board. So tell us more about your gym and more about what Valhalla MMA is bringing to the MMA table.
Yeah, we've been around for over 11 years now. We've been involved with MMA, grappling, jiu-jitsu, in all of that time. We've always produced champions out of the gym. We're still producing champions out of the gym. We had kids enter today, and we had one adult enter. We walked away with 8 gold medals. So we always do well. You know, it's a little bit slow now because of school holidays, but come 2nd and 3rd December, Submission Kings, we're entering a big team, and we hope to walk away with a lot of gold too.
Phenomenal. I like hearing a lot of gold. Do you currently have any professional fighters fighting in any promotions anywhere?
We used to, we don't anymore. So we very much and always have been a grassroots kind of gym that we bring people up from very much nothing and build them up. You know, we've got high hopes for one of our guys, Queenie Lampre. So he's one of our up-and-coming youth. He's going to go amateur soon and then into pros as fast as possible and try to get the title of the youngest title holder at EFC.
We are definitely looking forward to that. Those are the kind of careers that we love to follow and we love to see in the EFC. So with regards to MMA in South Africa, how has it been promoting MMA and getting fighters to understand that this is a real sport? Yes, you can do other sports, you can do grappling, BJJ, but MMA is a real sport that has a real home in South Africa, especially if you look at the international stars that we have.
Well, I was fortunate enough to be one of the youth coaches that went with the youth to Abu Dhabi during this year in August. So youth MMA in the country is definitely growing, and we as the older generation in the country need to focus on the youth and bring the youth up into this. End of this year, 9 December, we're hosting the Youth MMA Championships, which is the first one of its kind, where we're going to be running the whole tournament through Smooth Comp for MMA for the youth, ages 12 to 17. So we are doing everything we can to build up the youth in this country. You know, by making them do grappling comps, this is just one of the facets of MMA, and they do so phenomenally well. And let's be honest, grappling is a powerful sport in MMA. How many fights go to the ground? You know, let's be honest. So building them and giving them this kind of a base, that's the future. That's what we need to do. And please punt out 9 December, all of the youth. We want you guys signed up. Come and compete. Hold your records up. It's the first one. We're looking at doing a whole range of them next year. In awards gala at the end of next year. So let's go.
You hear that, South African youth? If you want the skills, come to Valhalla MMA. So before I let you go, I have a very quick fight quiz for you.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite fighter?
George St. Pierre. Has to be.
What's your favorite fighting style?
Grappling for sure. Jiu-jitsu. Let's go.
What's your favorite move?
It'll have to be between these. We've got our own names for some of the submissions we've come up with. One of them snake bite and the other one is shark bite. And bucky choke's not bad.
How many rounds are there in the title fight, MMA title fight?
5-minute rounds.
Give me 5 illegal moves in MMA.
5 illegal moves.
Actually, for you, in amateur MMA.
In amateur MMA, no strikes with the knee or elbows. No strikes to the head with knees on the ground or kicking to the head on the ground. No encroaching. Jeez, there's a whole list of them. I'm just trying to pull them off the top of my head now. No fish hooking, no eye gouging, the usual.
I think everyone's fine.
The usual, yeah, man.
What's your favorite movie about fighting?
Favorite movie about fighting? Man, I'm going to have to go with fighting. There's so many. Look, I'm a massive fan, even though it's not MMA, boxing, Rocky. I'm a massive fan of that, man. Old school.
Sly Stallone, old school.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how big of an MMA enthusiast are you?
Man, I love watching MMA. I'm not a record keeper. I don't sit and worry about guys' records and everything. I just love watching MMA. I watch a lot of things. I watch MMA, I watch Kung Fu, everything. I watch weapon forms. I look at bodybuilding. I look at everything. I'm very much an all-rounder, and I like to watch everything. I'm not a record keeper. I don't sit and keep records of people. You know, I love watching just the sport.
You love combat sports. Can we get a nice loud kick him in the head from you?
Kick him in the head!
Yes! And where can people find you on the socials?
We are all over. Valhalla MMA, SA, Gracie Borough, Alberton. You'll find us everywhere. Social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, pick one. Twitter, X, we're there.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Look after yourself.
Definitely. And we'll see you at the next one.
Always.
Cheers.
Cheers.